up and welcome to the show. Interesting thing that Luna is here, but so is Karma. Karma's up on top. I have all sorts of pet reports. Luna has seen Karma. She kept looking around because she tends to, whenever she's not in her room, she's sort of cautiously always eyes darting around, mostly I think looking for Karma. And there she goes. But no, yeah, we'll get to the whole pet report. Okay. Well, that'll just be what it is. This is Trust No One and Fuck Everybody by the Heart Beeps. That was an attempt at I Don't Care. Do you know how this episode's going to go already, huh? Shit. But no, so Karma, I'm pretty sure, saw Luna and basically just turned her back. Like, saw Luna in my lap. We'll see. Yeah, so now she's probably pouting. Okay, as the headline suggests, flooding continues in Washington. The one, and then, yeah, and then Seattle Times continues to put all of the articles behind paywalls, which I think is like shitty. I think, I've even seen papers specifically during the pandemic say we're making this available free to all because of a public interest. But the one article I did see, giving credit where credit is due, White River levee fails. About 2,100 residents in Pacific in South King County are under a level 3 go now evacuation order. The area surrounding 3rd Avenue Southeast and Spencer Court go immediately. Again, I could always be this specific if Seattle Times made their articles available for free, but I can only do that when they do so. If they put them behind a paywall, then I can't report on them. Separately, and I actually am not sure if this was Seattle Times or not, a man drowned driving on a closed road in Snohomish County, so don't do that. Don't do that. Actually, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make a second attempt at I Don't Care, which I was messing with the camera and then I hit the record. And yeah, if you're watching, thanks for watching. You were probably there. This is I Don't Care, which is what no, I like that song, but this is again Heartbeats off of Come Together 20. Oh, all songs by the Heartbeats except I Don't Care by Graham Day. Mixed and mastered, recorded May 2019, mixed and mastered May 2021. This is I Don't Care. But for what it's worth, here are the articles behind a paywall. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, that one wasn't behind a paywall. Yeah, levee failure prompts evacuation along White River and Pacific. So in addition to the Green River, White River, Highway 2 will be closed for, hold on. No, stop it. Anyway, yeah, Highway 2 is going to be closed for months for repairs. Leavenworth's lights are back on. Leavenworth, the town has power, but also their famous Christmas displays are back on. And King County dams holding as rain, continues to pummel. There we go. Please hold up. I'm going to turn down one of these lights. That's just a little bright for me. I don't think that made much of a difference, but it's better. Yeah, no, that's better. I just felt very like washed. How are you doing tonight? How are you hanging out? I want to get this decided. Okay. So my basement is no longer flooded, but I had to use like coffee cans to like bail out the like drain. Um, and we'll see how quickly it re-floods. And again, my basement has not been flooded. I don't want to capitalize on, or when there are people who have experienced real severe, so when I say my basement's flooded, I just mean the water level at this drain that whenever it rains heavily, steadily, or consistently starts to rise, but it's not, yeah, well, actually, at some point I was like, oh shit, I might actually have to start moving things. I did not, I just ended up bailing it out, but I'll see tomorrow how quickly the water is coming back. But no, again, compared to people who, I'm on a hill, I'm, my house is very secure and dry. Knock on wood, my roof continues to hold, even though every roof salesman and their grandmother loves to point out how old my roof is, and that they can tell that just by looking at it, which I can tell that just by looking at it too. But so far, so good. And I'll call you when I need you. And probably not even then. I'll just start putting pots down in the middle of the living room like I have in the basement. What are we talking about?
Okay, I'm trying to remember. This is the Hansaroth twins with a little respect. I'm hoping it's what I think it is. Yes, off of the Bridget Jones Diary soundtrack. I actually really like this version. I don't know who the Hansaroth twins are, but I do like this version. Oh my God, Karma took from up climbing up to that perch where she likes to climb. She took a huge spill today. I don't know what. I guess cats. Why don't cats understand physics? I don't know what made her think that this little milk crate of 45s could support her weight, but instead of climbing up on the structure, which itself is made of milk crates, but is made of milk crates loaded down with records, she grabbed onto that, and she pulled them all down with her. She was fine. The records were all fine, but it was, there's a reason I call her Carmageddon. I was on a Zoom call. I am glad I was on mute because I think I said some choice words. Yeah, if you've ever seen those like cats destroying things videos, like the cats who like smash laptop screens or like pull like flat screen TVs off the wall, thankfully she's never done anything that destructive yet, but that's who Karma is in spirit. I love her, but yeah, call her Carmageddon for a reason. Daisy completely separately. Daisy snapped it, actually full on barked at Karma, and Karma just didn't even react. Just looked at me was like, "What's her deal?" But was not. He was not seemingly intimidated. In fact, you could tell. Whatever it was, I'm certain it was deserved. I'm certain it was deserved, and. You could tell she was still like, do I keep provoking her, or should I let it go for now? And she did let it go for now. They actually share a bed. I don't know what Daisy. Yeah, again, I didn't see the interaction, but it seems like Karma just came up on Daisy, and Daisy just like full on like, rah! Oh, and then just too much information to close out the pet report. With Karma being inside more often, like it's been pretty wet and windy, and a couple times she's gone out and then just immediately like noped and come right back inside. I'm realizing I have to scoop out their litter box every day. Like with 2 actual indoor cats, at least temporarily, I have to scoop out their litter box every day. So I usually go. I want to say every other day, but let's be honest, like 2-3 times a week, and then on a bad week, like, oh shit, it's trash day, and I haven't. I had a 5-hour meeting today, so I suspect strongly this won't be a long episode, but every time I make that claim, I break that promise. I'm going to play this out. This is Olivia Dean with It Isn't Perfect, but It Might Be. Bridget Jones' Diary, the best of Bridget Jones, the mixtape. Yeah, 5.5 hour meeting. I I don't know what these people were thinking. No, this is not new. This is a standing meeting. A lot of good content, and a couple of breaks. But yeah, no, there was in 5.5 hours they gave us one 5-minute break and one 20-minute break for lunch. And it must come down to like they're contractually obligated to deliver a certain number of content. I don't know, but they, to their credit, it was one of those pylon gang up pylon situations where a bunch of providers had a lot of questions about specific things that I just keep hearing about, and I get where. Yeah, am I going to name drop? Yeah, no one's watching. Senator Claire Wilson was there. Head of the CYF, Tana Sen was there. People have significant concerns about the rollout of certain things. Oh, and then that staff member who ghosted me and HR, of course, like when they were like, what's cooking? Yeah, no, literally when HR was like, you need to get back to us by noon, they got back to them at 11:35, still not with the information that they needed. And then they called me because, brilliant me, I actually CC'd them on the email that was like, okay, what are we doing about this? But then I did learn that because they hadn't CC'd me, and they're like, oh, I'll forward that to you. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're supposed to include me, because I'm ready to have you fired. But if you submitted anything, then we'll see how it goes. And then a completely different staff member who always takes feedback strongly. I asked them to do something. Well, I asked them to do two things. They did one of those two things and then wrote me a long email about how they did the first thing. And I'm like, okay, we're meeting tomorrow anyway, but I don't know. And I think they're going to be surprised that yeah, that second thing was important too. And I'm trying to be very vague because it's and I'm going to be like, yeah, that's why they're going to be surprised that it's important, and I'm going to be like, yeah, it is, and they're going to be like, I thought I had 5 days because normally there are 5 days, and I'm like, yeah, but that's why I specifically put in the email, please do this today. And what they don't realize is it's not just me. Other people are looking at the outcome, the deliverables. Again, I try to keep it very vague because first of all, I hate talking about my job, but emailing me doesn't tell other people that they've done what they're anyway. It's like, why are you emailing me rather than doing the thing? 12 degrees. Oh, so I guess my dad's in New York. They don't have snow. They have rain, but I guess, yeah. And then, yes, obviously you might have heard a little bit about the rain that we've been getting. Yeah, currently the towns of Pacific are under a level 3 flood warning. This is no effects with dinosaurs will die. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I was saying anyway. This person, they take, and it's not even they take feedback badly. They just take it like I'm like, I don't know. They take it very personally, but then also they don't do the corrections, and so that requires more feedback. Um, yes. I mean, I feel like we just have, they're in the 20 years I've lived in Washington, it's only snowed once on Christmas. In the 2 years I lived in Portland, it snowed one of those. No, yeah, it snowed one of those 2 years. So I just assume it snows all the time in Portland, but I don't think that's true. But yeah, no, nonetheless, you don't have to like corrective feedback. You can send me whole long emails. It's still going to be my job. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, and then the team member, I said the one who like ghosted us and like then replied to HR just at the last minute, got to tell me what I've told them on multiple occasions, which is that my voicemail box is full. I do always give people the benefit of the doubt because I know our voicemail boxes are small, but it's just funny because I called this person out on this more than once, and they were like, and by the way, your voicemail box is full, which was true. Though actually on my phone it said your voicemail box is almost full, but if it's already giving other people the message that it's full, but it's telling me it's almost full, that's not helpful. That seems like a glitch, but I don't know. I continue to program my phone. Apparently, Google, the default autocorrect dictionary in Google is extremely, I don't want to say, I don't know, like prudish. Like, it changed naked to name. Like, you can't say naked. Like, I understand I had to teach it all the swear words. And then all the variations of the swear words, because fuck, fucking, fucker. Like, I get that I'm going to have to teach it that every time I get a new phone. But the fact that it doesn't know, like, or not doesn't know, yeah, no. Well, it pretends it doesn't know naked. It made me, like, check it. Like, oh, you don't mean named? Yeah, no, I meant Britney Spears is wandering around buck naked in, is it Cabo? We'll get to that story. Which, if that's what I wouldn't hold your breath for that. I mean, it is true. There are pictures. They're blurred. Of course, it's the Daily Mail, with like the British, which is basically like the British tabloid. This is what's matter with the kids today. But spoiler, if you can see pictures of Britney Spears naked all the time. Like I literally like, because I do follow her on Instagram. Oh, Britney's naked again, and then scroll because that's not my favorite content of hers. But yeah, her running around her backyard in various states of undress is actually most of her Instagram. So but people are like, she's wandering around in public. Does she know? Oh my gosh! And so okay, again, leave Britney alone. Does she know? Yeah, she knows. I will say that. Like, yeah. She probably should have, having been under conservatorship for as long as she has, like the level of DGAF she still displays just in the world is probably a little bit genuinely she doesn't give a fuck, and maybe a little bit mental illness, but nonetheless, she knows what she's doing, and she doesn't care. And it doesn't matter. She had some guy with her who could have told her, "Hey, Britt, your nip is sticking out." She didn't care. Obviously, what's important to me. But again, I'm asexual, so I don't really. Yeah, I've always admired Britney for her talent. But if you just want to see her naked, it's all over. To this day, my whole thing is, why doesn't she monetize? Like, she should be on OnlyFans. If she clearly enjoys being naked, I mean, again, she's been doing nip slips and like
like, uh, oh my gosh, Basic Instinct, uh, limousine exits, like no panty limousine exits since the 90s. She clearly wants us, and yeah, no, in case it's unclear, like, if you're supposed to be like, she does, like, she gets naked and then does like jumping jacks. She wants you to look at her breast. Like, it's, um, that's just who Britney Spears is. That being said, I would say, if I were her, rather than keep getting strikes on Instagram, go on OnlyFans and make some money. This is Bye 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 by InSync. For real though, I don't know if we'll get to entertainment news, but yeah, apparently our top story, Britney Spears. Um, uh-oh. Another breaking. Okay, what's breaking? Hold on, before I even look at, let's see what's breaking news. Am I? Hold on. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, and then okay, all the disclaimers, opinions I express are purely my own. This is a news and view show, but I obviously have a biased perspective that I openly discuss, especially when we get to the politics. Nonetheless, I try to report stories as accurately as possible, and if I get it wrong, whether it's about someone I like or not, I do aim to correct or find the most accurate, nuanced version of the story. So, for instance, if and when we get to Kash Patel, we'll get to Kash Patel. I think there's a lot to come at Kash Patel about, that people are coming at him for some of the wrong things, which I think comes with risks, because then it gives them ammunition to say, look, they're being petty. Look, they're being nitpicky. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Um, 10, okay, and then again, because it is the news, I'm going to be talking about things that are unpleasant and things in the world that, so take care of yourself. And obviously, again, do your own research. I try to cite my sources as often as possible, but you decide whether you think these are credible sources or not, and do your own research, for real. And the stories I choose are a combination of the stories that I think are important to me, but also what the algorithm feeds up to me. So if you think that I have glaring blind spots, let me know. Like, if you think I'm getting the story wrong or the angle wrong, let me know. I always welcome that. This is People Magazine. 10 dead, including 3 children, after a private jet attempts emergency landing onto a soccer field and burst into flames. And that was the other disclaimer, that the music. I'm often going to be playing something upbeat, talking about something really dark, because again, it's the news. We'll see if I have to use the animal avatar. In fact, when we get to the Rob Reiner stories, I think I'm going to have to use the animal avatar.
Okay, I reported this one and I said, um, okay, this is CNN, and I want to be very careful about how I report this. Um, I said it's going to come out that the Australian um, anti-Semitic terror suspect um, was driven by a particular ideology, and I said that at the time that wasn't coming from any mainstream or credible sources. Now CNN is reporting that. I'm still uncomfortable with this. And they say recently traveled to Philippine Island racked by extremism, but that doesn't link them directly to the extremism. But again, okay. Anyway, this is a developing story, and now there are credible sources citing it. Oh, and then I'm sorry, and then just literally the cynicism of having a firewall where the information is whether or not a flash flood is over or not. It is, by the way. This is in Tukwila. The flash flood warning is no longer in effect, but I think the general flood warning for the region remains in effect. But to put that behind a paywall that specifically says flash sale is like, again, I don't know why I'm so irrationally mad at the Seattle Times about this, except I hate the Seattle Times in general. And I'll admit, the main reason I hate the Seattle Times, no, there are a number of reasons I hate the Seattle Times, but chiefly among them is they're not the PI. I vaguely resent The Stranger for outlasting The Weekly, though The Stranger was always slightly better than the Seattle Weekly, and even though it's a shell of a shell of a shell of what it was, it's still better than The Weekly ever was. But having a 2 alt paper city plus city arts meant a lot, and yeah. It's a remix album, so I feel like it's gonna play out like this. Okay, I was like for like another 20 minutes. I am trying to remember if this is the song I want to listen to. This is Seven Rings by Ariana Grande. It is. Me too. Just bought it. Venus is the same price as red bottoms. What? Why if I'm allegedly an anti-capitalist, why do I love this song so much? Why do I like Gucci Gucci so much? Like, oh yeah, no, like why? Yeah, why do I like? According to The Guardian, Pentagon won't release full video of Caribbean strike that killed 2 people, Hexas says. Meanwhile, according to the Associated Press, Trump orders blockade of sanctioned oil tankers in Venezuela, ramping up pressure on Maduro. And I did say I'm going to have to go to the Avatar. We have a number of updates in the... I literally am. Animals make everything better. I'm just going to play this out. This is Thank You Next. According to almost all of the, people, parade, people, I might be able to turn off the avatar. I said animals make everything better, and then my dog came over. Come here, yeah. Alright, we might turn the avatar back on. But for now, real animals over fake. Thank you. According to the district attorney's office, Reiner and his wife Michelle were killed in the early morning hours after their son then fled the home. And then, according to sources, they were found in their bedroom. I don't even want to be reporting any of this shit. And then, according to Parade, the son left the hotel this is graphic, bloody mess. According to People, the son did not attend the court appearance because he was not medically cleared. And then they are pursuing murder charges in first degree. I did not realize that. Maybe I did. No, I lived in California and I volunteered for Prisoners Literature Project, and I do not remember California being a death penalty state, but they have not decided yet whether they're going for the death penalty. I've talked many, many times about how I'm an abolitionist. I don't believe prisons should exist at all, and I definitely don't think, I've definitely spoken out against the death penalty many, many times, and yet incidents like this test my, at least, emotional resolve, because as much as anyone else, I can be very much like, fry that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, I can have that, even though I don't think that is justice, or that will solve anything or produce anything positive in the world. I get that gut emotional, because I think, again, the first night that I reported on this, Rob Reiner? Who would do that to Rob Reiner? And now we know, and it's shocking and tragic. This is Break Up With Your Girlfriend on Board. We are playing the entire D side. No, this is not Positions. What is this album called? Oh, it's called Thank You Next. And yes, that is the album cover is right side up. A lot of record players, record stores displayed it like this, forcing fans to go in and like put them right side up because that is the album cover. I wouldn't go out of my way to go to a record store just to fix that, but I have seen it upside down in the stacks and been like, oh, and fix it because that's, yeah, most of her albums are either upside down or sideways. It's just like, I don't know, it's her thing. But also, other pop stars started doing it too. Anyway, you can tell I'm avoiding the thing. I don't want to talk about it. And then this also, according to People, Rob Reiner's son, Nick, could be ineligible for inheritance because of Slayer statute, according to legal experts in what People is calling an exclusive. But I'm reporting it now, and I'm sure others have as well. Of course, the Telegraph, speaking of, the Daily Mail, but the Telegraph is also a British tabloid. The sleepless, meth-fueled unraveling of Rob Reiner's son. And again, that's gonna be their angle. People magazine, not really much better. Rob Reiner's son, Nick, went to rehab at least 18 times amid his struggles with drug addiction and homelessness. Okay, let's unpack all of this. First of all, they are definitely going to keep making this about the fact that at some point in his life he experienced homelessness. Just as a broad reminder, people who live unsheltered are exponentially more likely to be the victims of violence than the perpetrators of them. Let's start there. Hold on. Yeah, big. Okay, and then let's unpack the other pieces. So I just have to start there. And I don't believe. Actually, I don't know because he was again staying in a hotel. So I don't know what his circumstance, and that fits the McKinney-Vento definition if he did not have a permanent fixed address. But I don't know his permanent situation. But remember, he was partying with Conan O'Brien a couple of hours. This isn't, I mean, I think the angle could be affluenza. I think the angle could be, I think there are a lot of angles you could take on this, but the homeless are dangerous is the most reactive, but it is the one that they're going to go with. Drugs. Drugs and violence are inextricably linked, and that is a real thing, and that's something that we should talk about. And specifically, 18 times in rehab. That's shocking, but that also just our rehab system is garbage. It's broken. I recently just watched a documentary specifically around. I believe the documentary was called the 13th step or 13th stepping or something like that, but it's about AA, specifically around a predatory culture of, just a few things. No, it's about AA in general. One, how court-ordered AA is very unlikely to stick, especially if people don't believe or actively oppose the spiritual aspects, because even though they say Your higher power can be anything. It can be a doorknob. What it can't be is nothing. And so that right there. And again, I'm not an atheist, but for someone who is, that is a big barrier. But the bigger thing is this thing called 13 stepping, which I always thought was just people in AA hooking up. No, it's specifically when older, more experienced people who, by the way, might not have been sober for as long as they're claiming to be, but use their time in AA to exploit new, young, and typically, again, you're probably not going to be surprised by the gender breakdown, typically older men who've been in AA for a long time, regardless of how many times they've relapsed, who come to the aid of young women who are new to AA and then have a relationship that under any circumstance, when you approach someone at the most vulnerable in their life, offering them help and then extract sex from them could be seen as exploitation. But that's just a part of the culture that the AA people won't acknowledge. It's like well, A, it's like a cult, and B, it's like the Catholic priesthood. They will just cover up. They will just move people around. But what they won't do is acknowledge the problem or do something about it. Meetings don't work. You trade one habit for another. So I personally, I personally tried Smart Recovery. Cheers to Smart Recovery. So, full disclosure, I drink. I tried Smart Recovery. I liked Smart Recovery. I can't remember what Smart is. Self-management and something training. I can't remember what SMART stands for, but I now work in an industry where we have a completely different acronym for SMART. But it is designed for people who don't want any of that higher power stuff, for people who it's based on CRT, like cognitive or CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. So it's like evidence based. I don't know. I liked it, but I mean, I can't say it stuck. I have never been to an AA meeting once in my life. It's just never, I have firmly joined several cults. I have joined accidentally, never on purpose, obviously. Who joins a cult on purpose? But I accidentally joined several cults. But that one just never appealed to me. When I waited tables, I would often get, not like, they don't hold the AA meetings in coffee shops, but they'll have like the after meeting where they all just sit around for hours chain smoking like a motherfucker. Again, trading one thing for another and like endless. Like, I'm like, bruh, it is 4 a.m. Are you sure you don't want to switch to decaf? Like, yeah, no, they do. They seemingly do just trade one vice for another. And then are still so obsessively fixated on alcohol culture. I'm like, I don't think about or talk about alcohol nearly as much of any of y'all. And I am an alcoholic. Like, I'm an active alcoholic, and I still clearly don't think about alcohol or talk about alcohol nearly as much as any of you. So that was my take on them. Yeah, no, okay. I don't, because that's colloquially I say I'm an alcoholic. I don't know. I mean, am I a functioning alcoholic? You don't hear that term anymore. I drink a lot. Do I quit from time to time? Yes. Can I? Yes. Have I done so for a significant period of time recently? I'll get back to you. But I am dependent enough to know that I can quit whenever I want. That's not the case. And I fully can admit that. This is Eat Dirt by the Fabulous Downey Brothers. Yeah, no, and again, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, no, and I agree. I am not the hugest fan of labels, but I also tend to. Proactively label myself so that if someone's going to try and label me, I'm like, okay, you're right, I am that thing. And now what? Like, you're a X, Y, or Z. Yep. Um, oh, and then yeah, no. How this is yeah, okay. Wait, actually, hold on. Okay, the White House shockingly, well, HuffPost, but I don't know why they post the, well, because they need headline clickbait headlines. I don't think anyone is shocked that the White House's official account reposted Trump's vile Rob Reiner post because I don't think anyone's surprised anymore. No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess if you're if you're a state representative from Indiana, you're shocked that Trump says ableist things in 2025 because you have a daughter. But I don't know who else is surprised. Like, yeah, no. But no, even Fox News panel unanimously condemns Trump's reaction beneath the office. I don't understand how you vote for this guy 2 or 3 times and then be like, it's beneath the office. Nothing is beneath the office. Bruh, nothing is beneath the office. Look around. But yeah, no, you know that even when even Fox News is like, oof. Oh, and then this one I missed. Brett Baer played a clip of Reiner condemning the murder of Charlie in September. Unfortunately, I saw the video. Yeah, we all did. And we were supposed to, by the way. And it's beyond belief what happened to him, Reiner said at the time, and that should never happen to anybody. I don't care what your political beliefs are. That's not acceptable. That's all you have to say. And now I'm going to do the rare thing where... hold on, I want to see. Yeah, it wasn't just Brett Baer though. Across, like on the whatever, the 5 or whatever that's called, like across multiple Fox shows, none of them were like, yay on this one. They all like, occasionally there are lines you don't cross. This is the wait. It's the album. The artist is called the Fabulous Downey Brothers, and it appears to wait. No, it appears to be self-titled. It doesn't seem to have it doesn't have anything on the cover whatsoever except the like geographic design. That last song was called Eat Dirt, and this is called DDDDDPPPPP. They're pretty experimental. Yeah, here's how 8, and again, probably me nor BuzzFeed have shouted out any of these people positively recently, but here's how 8 MAGA celebrities responded to Rob Reiner's death. Roseanne, I'm absolutely shocked and horrified to hear about Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. This is a travesty. Praying for swift justice. Sympathies to their family and children. I'm at a loss for words. Kevin Sorbo. Wow, I disagreed with Rob on plenty, but that doesn't matter now. Pray for his family. Rob Schneider. Human beings, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle have been tragically killed today. I am deeply saddened. Every life is sacred and given by God, our Creator. One of the most accomplished American directors who ever lived. His movies have been adored by generations, but I remember him most for making me laugh my guts out with my dad, watching the greatest American TV show of all time, All in the Family. I'll be praying for his friends and family that they find solace and peace. I was playing my All in the Family record yesterday. Maybe we'll play something off of it today. All in the Family did have an amazing ability to unite all of us because, yeah, somehow with this lovable bigot, I watch it and I absolutely can see Archie is not a role model, but they watch it and they see a lovable bigot. I don't know, like, yeah. Oh, Norman Lear, you are missed. And he wasn't done. One of the last projects that I hope, in the same way that well, AI was originally going to be a Stanley Kubrick project, but Steven Spielberg took it over. I hope at some point someone takes on Norman Lear's last project was going to be super progressive as fuck and was going to tackle just like all the same social issues that they were doing in the 70s, but today. And I hope someone I hope that doesn't just go away. He was working on it when he was like literally 100 and 101 years old. And you're like, no, he died at 99. Okay, I don't know. He was working on it as when he was way up there and still like coming up with ideas and still like progressive as fuck. Oh, that's the other. Thank you. I also always want to mention, as much as I love the Jeffersons, again, same thing. Everyone could watch the Jeffersons because, yeah, no, you could laugh at George's bigotry. I just want to say I grew up in the 70s and 80s. I have occasionally heard someone in real life refer to someone as a cracker. I have never in real life, though I might be just too young, so you'd have to tell me if I was like a kid in the 70s. I have never heard anyone refer to someone as a honky in real life ever. Like, I just don't. These aren't real slurs. These aren't real. Like, these are made up for TV, as far as I can tell. Like, I just don't. I've never heard, even in the occasion, I've heard someone say cracker, and in the 90s, I have heard it from time to time. It was semi-ironic. I can't describe it. It was not ever. Okay, I am going to play something off of All in the Family, and I don't know. I'm just saying. And I went to a predominantly black high school. I am like, I'm not. If it was being said in great, you know what? We're going to play God is Black, off of the All in the Family soundtrack.
You got that same look the time you gave 50 cents to the Black Panthers because you thought they were going to preserve our wildlife.
Okay.
See, you're interested in our space program. Oh, yeah, that's a genuine facsimile there of the Apollo 14 insignia. That's the thing that separates the U.S. survey from the red chinks and all them other losers.
You don't think we got anything more important to do with $20 billion than to send a guy up on the moon to hit a few golf balls?
This makes me feel a lot like Whitey's on the Moon by Gil Scott-Heron.
Spending the money here on Earth.
It's like shades of Whitey's on the Moon.
You sound just like my son-in-law now. Your son-in-law's black?
No.
I have heard people say Whitey in real life. And also just, honestly, just being like white people. Like, that's all. You don't need, like, I don't know. Anyway.
He's only a Polar. You know, he's filled with a lot of them radical liver ideas, you know, which, I'm sorry to say, so is a lot of you black people. I was arguing over the Bible here this morning.
It is kind of weird how much Trump talks like Archie Bunker. Like, he just, we literally just, it's.
It's interesting, too, the way you people wake yourself up from the snakes and the beads and the wooden idols right up to our God. What do you mean, your God? Well, I mean, you know, God is white, ain't he? What makes you think God isn't black? Well, because I was made in God's image. And you'll note that I ain't black.
Well, don't complain to me about it.
I ain't complaining about nothing. I just mean all the pictures you ever see of God. He's white, like take that Dago artist to pray the garden of stealing over Rome. Remember that?
You mean that white Dago artist that painted it?
Yeah, but every picture I ever seen of God, he's white.
Well, maybe you were looking at the negative.
Let's try to talk intelligent.
Now he sounds like Stephen Miller.
You say, and his son would also have to be black. You ain't gonna tell me that Jesus is black.
Well, now you're catching on. They already proved that Jesus was an Ethiopian.
Wait a minute now. You say he's an Ethiopian, the Presbyterian says he's a Presbyterian. But whatever he was never black.
Well, if God wasn't black, how come he built us so much better than you? Are you kidding? Well, look at the way it is, man. Take us out of football, take us out of basketball, take us out of the Olympics, and what do you got? I can't even think about it. It's pathetic.
Well, let me ask you something. How come all the astronauts are white?
Because they're picked by lily white Americans like you who only pick other lily white Americans.
So what?
So nothing. Keep your white astronauts. Like I already proved to you, we got God, who is black.
Well, the only answer to that is...
I said, who didn't see that coming? Yeah, no, and shout out to the late great Carol O'Connor as well. We already played. Yeah, I played a sketch that actually had. I think there's another one that has Rob Reiner on it. I will find it and I'll play it in a future episode. But yeah, I played the one that I on. This is. We Got to Get Out of This Place by David Johansen live. Oh, this is the other one. Okay. Now I can't remember what the other one is. This is the other. Okay, what was the other? Oh shit. Where it is a live album, but the title makes sense if you're reading it, but if you say it out loud, it's the name of this. Is this name of this album "Live It Up" or "Live It Up"? Because it's a live. Now I can't remember what the other one was, where they made a play on the word live, and now I don't know how to read the album title out loud. Like which one did they intend? When it's a live album, but the phrase that they use makes more sense. Anyway, I know. It's the little things. I'm trying to figure out if that's my record having a struggle hitting. All right, that sounds like a little bit of a struggle bus. All right, well, we'll see. Christy Swanson wrote Beyond Tragic, Heartbreaking, I'm Praying for Their Family, Rest in Peace. Dean Cain called Reiner a brilliant actor and said The Princess Bride is one of his favorite movies. And Robert Davi wrote Tragic and Upsetting. I did not like his politics, but I like the man. May he rest in peace. And then James Woods actually went on Jesse Waters' Prime Time, which oh my gosh, okay. I see this record's a little bit warped. Anyway, he said Rob Reiner literally saved his career. We strongly disagreed on politics, but when and then I'm sorry. I'm not going to play a clip from Jesse Waters, but basically I think it was. Hold on. He said, people saying horrible things about Rob right now, I find it quite frankly infuriating and distasteful. ...1996 film Ghost of Mississippi. Rob literally saved my career and it really put me on track. Really fought for me when the studio didn't want me in the movie. And lastly, of all people, Laura Ingraham. Rob Reiner was a legend. His work as an actor and a director entertained generations and will live on. We strongly disagreed on politics, but when I strongly disagreed with him in a Brentwood restaurant years ago, we had a respectful conversation, and he agreed on the spot to come into the studio the very next night. And then Danielle Brisbois, who played, I have no reason to believe she's a right-winger, there's just complete, or not, her politics are not mentioned one way or another, but she played Stephanie on the final season of All in the Family, and then on all 4 seasons of Archie Bunker's Place, for those who remember that. My main memory about all of Archie Bunker's Place is throughout much of the 80s, or whatever, early 90s, I was convinced that Gene Stapleton had died because I got that confused with the character of Edith, who they killed off. Mostly because they wouldn't pay her what she felt she was worth. I love that Gene Stapleton self-abdicated. I love every single time someone asked her to do the Edith voice, she just very politely declined and was like, not for free. I love Gene Stapleton. In any event, Archie Bunker's Place, he runs a bar. I think his friend Barney was from All in the Family too, right? I think he got carried over, and then the daughter. In any event, I'll get to what she said. This is Kevlar, probably followed by Sand and When the Sun Goes Down. Oh no, it's not a cover, is it? That'd be wild. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Oh, I just feel like my record player has just entered the struggle bus era. 'Cause this doesn't sound right either. This is not a. This is the end of disconnecting anyway, and then this is Kevlar by Kairos Creature. And then again, for those I did not grab it, even though I knew I would be talking about her. But yeah, for those who forgot, after she did not retire from acting. She continues to act to this day. She does a lot of horror. She plays a lot of Final Girl. She was in Halloween 5. I think I want to say 5. At least she was in at least 2 Halloween movies. And to this day, like I said, she continues to be like a major Final Girl. Does a lot of conferences and what that went. But she briefly detoured. She was in the band The New Radicals. I own it. Kamala Harris briefly revived them because she was using one of their big hit. You know it. You get what you. Anyway, yeah, no, you get what you give. Anyway, she said, no words to express the gravity of this tragedy. He was a true artist who was not afraid and spoke truth to his heart in his life and in his art. Give us all the chance to be inspired, enlightened, doing it with humor and love. The All in the Family alum that added that Reiner inspired her with his advocacy for those who needed a voice, and her heart goes out to his family. Michelle Obama says that she and Barack were supposed to see Rob and Michelle Reiner on the day that they had died. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm like, that's wild. Michelle Obama is still just going on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I mean, my show went on. Yeah, we all just keep going on. Like, it's the world. But no, she was like, literally, I was supposed to meet with them that night. Last night. Like, this is literally the... And yeah, for those keeping score on how I've been reporting it on this channel, the first night it was, remember, it was reported as 78-year-old man and 68-year-old woman found dead in Rob Reiner's home. That was the headline. That's all they were saying on the news. But then if you look in the comment section, people were like, wait, but Rob Reiner is 78 and his wife is 68. And then in real time on this channel, as I'm learning all this, I'm going to Wikipedia and being like, no, that's true. Those are their ages. And so that's pretty... this is featuring Lucas Harwood on bass from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Finally, this is according to Parade. Musician Nick Reiner reacts to being mistaken for Rob Reiner's son. A man named Rick Reiner was forced to release a statement after being flooded with messages on social media by people who believed he was Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner's son. Please read. I am not related to Rob and Michelle Reiner. It's absolutely tragic what happened to them, and my heart goes out to their loved ones and friends. The unrelated Reiner shared via YouTube shortly after news of their beloved director's death broke. Musician Nick Reiner also deleted his Instagram profile. You might want to go by a different name for now when YouTube comes. That's unfortunate. As the famous line from Office Space goes, why should I have to change my name when he's the one who sucks? Which is funny, but of course, we don't bully Michael Bolton on this show. Michael Bolton doesn't suck. He actually responded, so you might want to go to a different name for now. Thanks, I was confused by the influx of weird comments. The unrelated Reiner responded. Oh, again, as I predicted, or not predicted, as what is it called when you assume it already is happening but you haven't actually done the research yet? I guess that's just called accurately making an assumption. I don't know, because that's not actually how I operate. But like I said, I normally report on facts, not vibes. But I suspected once it was widely revealed that one of the two victims of the Brown University attack was vice president of the Young Republicans Club, or whatever their club was called. But the right-wing blogosphere would spin this into politically motivated conspiracy theories, and they have. So. All right. After reading a whole bunch of glowing comments by a bunch of right-wingers, here I am again, rage baiting those who insist I am secretly MAGA. I've gotten that so many times in my comments over the years. Just because I won't toe certain party lines, and because I won't not criticize certain people, and because I won't join in on criticism when I don't think it's valid. All right, this is some kind of skit before area codes, or this is ludicrous off of word of mouth. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Admitting, despite the fact that I'm black, I guess we all look alike to me. For a second, just a second, I thought this was Sherman Helmsley. This is a different bald black man. This is again from the episode "God is Black." However, that is the actor who played Lionel Number One, both on All in the Family and The Jeffersons. His name is Mike Evans. Okay, The Telegraph again. They're just fucking tabloid. Cash Patel. And again, as much as my dad is like, why is my dad, who by the way was born in Scotland, like UK citizenship, why is People magazine so obsessed with the British royal family? Why is The Telegraph so obsessed with Cash Patel? Cash Patel criticized for interview with his girlfriend while Brown University shooter on the loose. Okay, what I'm mad about in all of this is why Katie Miller, Stephen Miller's wife's podcast, is getting so much mainstream coverage. That being said, I'm going to assume this was off duty. I also don't think people do or should necessarily expect Cash Patel to personally be... No, I don't know. Yeah, all right, reclass it. We're adding this to my Christmas section. Every day is a holiday. No, he did not. That's not okay. All right, this is... Yeah, no, again, the fact that Stephen Miller's wife has parlayed being married to Stephen Miller into her own influencer career is weird and gross to me. But Cash Patel can go on any podcast he wants, assuming he's off duty, and talk about anything he wants. Like I can't get mad about that. He went on with his girlfriend, and if he used U.S. funds to fly to her concert, I can be mad about that. Oh, and then the whole thing about how people really tried to attach specific 6-7. I like how this is a play on the classic, like, shout out a bunch of cities that I would say rock music invented, but rap music perfected. This goes out to the entire East Coast. This goes out to the entire West Coast. Down to the whole country. Woo! Dirty, dirty South. Can't forget y'all. Like, yeah, no, I love, but they're not shouting out, they're just shouting out area codes. I love that. This goes out to the 212. This goes out to the 718. This goes out to the 503. This goes out to the 50. Wait. I'm just, 206, obviously. And then, all the other ones. 253, 360. Wait, what's New Mexico? 50? No, wait, 505, right? New Mexico is 505. Oh. Is Growing Pains? By Ludacris off of Word of Mouth. Wait, what did you just... Wait, what? Your daddy and your mama don't get along. I like how evolved the Dozens got by the time 8 Mile. Your daddy and your mom get along. They have a real nice marriage. That was actually what I said I went to a predominantly black high school. That was my experience. Why do your clothes always look so new? That was from a white person, by the way. Like, just to be clear, it was actually, now that I made it racial, but then I realized that's not even racial. I had gone to private school until 8th grade, and then I went to public school, and I didn't fully fit in anywhere. I definitely never fit in with the private school kids. They made that clear from the beginning. Just fucking look at me. And then, yeah, my parents wanted me to go to Trinity, which was a Catholic high school where they wore ties. Ironically, I now wear ties every day at work where I'm not required to. And even in high school, I went through a ska phase where I started wearing ties, which my dad probably was so wild for my dad. Like, you wouldn't go to the high school we wanted you to go to that would have, if I had gone to Trinity, I would have just made the connections and I'd be like rich now. Like, it's just, I should have listened to the roadmap my parents had planned out for me. I had to plot my own course. I don't regret it. Oh, and then again, a number of Trump officials have posted did I finish that thought? I'm sorry. People tried to attach to Kash Patel. Wow, this episode might already be over. The person of interest was released. They don't even know what they're doing. It's all just a big mess over there. Investigations again. I don't. It's not my sphere to defend Kash Patel or the FBI or any policing, but you understand that pursuing a lead and then dropping it for a different lead is normal police work. And again, fuck 12. That's not what. Do I need to play Roddy Ricch just to like? But that's his basic. And it's only because it's so high profile that it was immediately reported that a person of interest had been detained. and then it was more or less immediately reported they'd been released. Like that's par for the course. I would hold journalists accountable for elevating what is basically, again, this is where I get really into trouble because I think right-wing accusations of fake news are exactly that. It's just deflection, and it's just. But you give them an excuse when you elevate really minor things, and then somehow it's. I know what I'm trying to say, but okay. And separately, attaching that to Kash Patel, like it's his failure because they. And again, who reported that person? Who elevated that person of interest to a level that probably was not accurate, and then had to walk that back? Oh, maybe that was Kash Patel. Actually, if that was Kash Patel, then yeah, hold him accountable. Oh, but then no, I'm sorry. Here's another example. Then I'm sorry. This is NBC News. And again, I'm not saying fake news, but I feel like it gives them excuses to say so when you print shit like this. Oh, of course, now I can't find it. Okay, Attorney General Pam Bondi, from both her personal and official X accounts, later wrote, "Pray for our DC National Guard," but it was not members of the DC National Guard who had been shot. It was members of the West Virginia National Guard. Come on. Like, that's not. And as her own spokespeople pointed out, that actually, I hate to like credit Pam Bondi's spokespeople with like accuracy, but like, she was speaking in the moment. They were serving in DC. You know what we fucking mean. Like, yeah, that's at that point, you're being petty. Like, at that point, and I don't know. Yeah, no, I guess, or more like contextually, I don't know anyone who feels, wait, it was the Virginia National Guard, not the DC National Guard. I feel misled, right? Like, if you're saying they're spreading misinformation, that's the headline. The misinformation is they got the. Again, I think it's wild over and over and over that the greatest generators of fake news call it out and like are like, how dare they? At the same time, um, this is chant 13th hour by Redbone off of Potlucks. According to the Associated Press, Trump expands travel bans, adding 5 more countries and imposing new limits on others. Guess where the new countries are? Yeah, so the original travel ban: Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, and heightened restrictions on visitors from Burundi. Burundi beat. Oh my God! Don't make me play some Bow Wow Wow right now. Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. For anyone who thinks I have an unusually large collection of indigenous funk music, I don't know how that happened. That's not a specific collection. That's not a category I collect. I'm just not. Yeah. On Tuesday, the administration announced it was expanding the list of countries whose citizens are banned from entering the United States to Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, South Sudan, and Syria. The administration also fully restricted travel on people with Palestinian Authority-issued travel documents. I feel like there's some... There's like some mechanical thing that's... What? Okay. An additional 15 countries are also being added to the list of countries facing partial restrictions. Angola, Antigua, and Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire. Me, when I'm like, I'm part Cote d'Ivoirian, that's not a thing. Well, I guess it is. I have relatives from the Cote d'Ivoire. Like, direct, by marriage, relatives from the Cote d'Ivoire, born there, raised there in Abidjan, which I believe is the capital. And again, relatives, like most of my relatives from whom I am estranged. But yeah, shout out to, you know who you are. Dominica, Gabon, Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Congo, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. They're just gonna like basically start banning all of Africa. Yeah, no. The last time it was a Muslim ban. Now it's just like a black people ban. Like. I'm pretty sure the Cote d'Ivoire is predominantly Catholic. Let's find out. Cote d'Ivoire, also known as the Ivory Coast, but what is the primary religion in the Cote d'Ivoire? Oh, the Coat of War. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that okay. The Coat of War. Yeah. Oh, no, it is a okay. Oh, wow. Me. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Well, it's fitty, not really, but yeah. Religion in the Ivory Coast is diverse, with no particular religion representing the majority population. According to the 2021 census, Islam, mainly Sunni, is professed by 42.5 of the total population, while adherents of Christianity, mainly Catholic and evangelical. My uncle was Catholic. Um, Represented 39.8% of the population. In addition, 12% of Ivorians, no, I'm not laughing. I was like, yeah, um, reported to be non-religious. Wow, 12% seems really high for an African country. Um, but again, ignorance and assumptions. 2.2 claim animism or traditional faith. Oh, African traditional religions. Um, Between 2014 and 2021, the share of Christians increased and the share of Muslims declined. That's interesting to me only because the last time I checked would have been between those time frames. I haven't checked that in a while. And in my mind, I was assuming they were a Christian majority country. This is Mr. Highways thinking about the end. By a day to remember off of I don't okay, give me a second. Um, it looks like this is just called, it's self-titled, there's this eponymous, A Day to Remember. So after a decent run of like no technical difficulties, this episode is experiencing, yeah, well, my record player is experiencing technical difficulties, obviously.
Wait, am I on the wrong side? Oh, this is a song about the weekend, even though it's not the weekend. Okay, well. I will play this out and then. Oh, I'm on the right side. Ting. And again, I talked about this last night. Oh, that is not a 58. That's a 57 in there. Aw, cute little guy in there. I don't know what that's. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it out loud. The part I always forget is the viral part of that song is not the core. It's not the main part of the song. Please have faith in me. Take a chance on me. Boo doop boop boop. The Trump administration said in its announcement that expanding the travel ban that many countries from which it was restricting travel had widespread corruption, fraudulent or unreliable civil documents and criminal records that made it difficult to vet their citizens for travel to the U.S. It also said some countries had high rates of people overstaying their visas, refusing to take back citizens who the U.S. wished to deport. Again, citizens who the U.S. wished to deport may not. Okay, well. Or had a general lack of stability and government control, which made vetting more difficult. Again, that's why a lot of these people are fucking refugees. That's why deporting them back to their own country of origin is dangerous and harmful. That's why they are fleeing. The general lack of stability and government control? Yeah. Thanks for acknowledging why these people should be designated as refugees and asylum seekers, not immigrants or the other I word I won't even say, but they love.
That was A Day to Remember off of the self-titled A Day to Remember with Mr. Highways thinking about the end, followed by Have Faith in Me. This is Sweet Home Chicago. And just thinking about how many classic, this is Sweet Home Chicago. How many classic holiday movies are set in Chicago? The original Home Alone. That house has been rebought and they're going to remodel it. They're going to like do the shit. Plane, Trains, and Automobile.
I can't find on Philippines Island. She must be in Ethiopia somewhere.
And I need a gatefold of this album cover because I need to be able to like see it all in one panel. But I don't know if you can see what I'm showing. So this is depicting the original Robert Johnson recordings in a hotel room. He's in one room. I don't know if this is an accurate reflection. I don't know if it had a blue chair or not or whatever. But then they're in the next room, and I don't know, like, what kind of hotel room has a glass door? Did they install the glass door? I have so many questions, but my understanding is this was recorded in a hotel. This is Sweet Home Chicago. Again, so many holiday movies.
I'm heavy loaded, baby. I'm booked, so I gotta go. And baby, I ain't up to want to go to the land of California, to my sweet home.
All right, I knew I had some Home Alone stories, but I can't find them right now. So.
I turned to his phone, rolled into his stick. You gonna keep on mucking around your friend, boy, he gonna get you. In this song on a trick, and I'm crying, baby. I ought to want to go to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. I'm fixing to his eight, heading to his ten. Friend was a tricky one time. She sure gonna do it again. But I'm crying, hey, baby, don't you want to go to the land of California, to my sweet home?
All right.
I'm going to California. I'm back in the mountains highway. Somebody will tell me that you ain't my help someday. Hey, hey, baby, don't you want to go? Till out of California to my sweet home, Chicago.
But no, yeah, obviously, if the new criteria is, well, we don't have cooperation from your government, then there will never be another asylum. Or, yeah, no, well, that's obviously the goal and the point. Refugee or asylum seeker. We don't even use those terms anymore. Like all the countries, those are all. This is Bodies by Drowning Pool. Actually, you know what? Let's fuck it. This is Sinner by Drowning Pool, followed by Body. All right, I'll be right back.
How are you doing? Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Wait a minute.
Oh, cute. No, that was real. Okay. Well, that's okay. Josie's on her vacation far away. Is it a compilation? Oh, this is Kyrie with Mr. Another struggle bus episode. Holy shit, what the fuck was that?
Also, it's kind of weird that my record player just gets like tired after a while. It just starts like. Oh, this is just random reflection. I feel like I should just turn it off and turn it on again. You hear that, right? Like that's okay. Oh my God, the struggle bus continues. Like literally, have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? No, that's holy shit. No, this. Oh my God, what the fuck? We went. It was sounding so good. Everything was sounding so good. What happened? Yeah, I strongly suspect. I think I know where the issue is, but I can't. Okay, that feels so okay. That feels so solid. That's okay, well. Or just all my records warped now. Both the wrong speed and the wrong song. You reach that. It is tough enough by the fabulous Thunderbirds. At least it sounds like the right speed though. Oh, I love when, like, on the front cover, and there's this tiny little key on the back cover. I love it. Someone thought they were getting an album of the year design, but is that right? Which is the packaging design? Like, you won a Grammy, but that was for packaging. But they don't say packaging. It was Tough Enough by the fabulous Thunderbirds off of Golden Platinum Volume 3. Congratulations and thanks. Wow.
breaking news. The Department of Energy orders Washington coal plant to continue. The Department of Energy orders Washington's last coal plant to continue operating despite state ban. The order, which mirrors efforts by the Department of Energy and other soon-to-be retired coal plants across the country, sets the state and federal government up for a political fight. Okay, I've been talking about this. Like, yeah, no, everyone's talking about Gavin Newsom, but our governor, Trump signed that executive order for the emergency. Like, I'm not saying he's afraid of Bob Ferguson. Bob Ferguson is like, oh, well, actually. There's Aretha Franklin with Who's Zooming Who. Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Again, the late great Aretha Franklin. Oh, Seattle Times up there again. Randomly local news, but again, this might be the end of the episode. Commissioner Adam Silver, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says that a decision on a possible NBA expansion is coming at some point in 2026. So we're months away. Mentioning the possibility of Seattle as a target market. We're a huge sports market. FIFA, Again, fuck FIFA though. They extract dollars from cities at their own. Yeah, no. And also, FIFA tickets are gonna cost hella like fuck. But the Olympics are like, no, we're not with her. We do. Yeah. Anyway, but we'll see if they put their like. And it won't even matter because whatever they sell the tickets for, someone else will just gouge. Because oh.
I am determined to get into entertainment news, but you know how that bleeds into political. That was Aretha Franklin with Who's Zooming Who. Right.
Tonight.
I was like, wow, if I just say the words when Harry met Sally, I'll start crying. Um, oh, no, not to be. I'm sure they did. They have to have by now. Of all the like celebrity tributes that have been surfaced, like mainstreamed, Billy Crystal and Sally and Meg Ryan. Wow, I need to go to bed. This is Christian Woman, Body of Christ, Corpus Christi by Typo Negative. Is that what we're doing here? That's what we're doing here. Oh shit. Just turned down the lights and then was like, this light's not bright enough. Oh. Okay, no. If we need to start using the headlight. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll do the trick. Off of Bloody Kisses.
This just really makes me want to play Cradle of Filth. I talk about the Spanish language immersion school with the menorah in the and again, yeah, Spanish speaking and Jewish are not like asynchronous. Like, yeah, there's a Venn diagram there. It's not practically a circle, but it's. So, like, is that really where we're stuck? Okay. Associate. Oh wait, hold on. I need to undo that only to see who was that reporting from. Oh, yeah, no, it was the Associated Press. This is also the Associated Press. Trump administration says White House ballroom construction is a matter of national security. This is Darlene Saperville. The Trump administration has said in the court filing Monday that the president's White House ballroom construction project must continue for unexplained national security reasons and because a preservationist organization that wants it stopped has no standing to sue. Yeah, everything's slower in Washington.
I think this is just. I think this is the right speed. I'm not. The filing was in response to a lawsuit filed last Friday by the National Trust of Historic Preservation, asking a federal judge to halt President Donald Trump's project until it goes through multiple independent reviews and public comment period and wins approval from Congress. Again, yeah, they just tore out a section of the White House. Like they're not fucking around. It's symbolically or like and they can, I guess. Well, they already have, so obviously legally they can. Every time it shows up on my feed, what comes up for me is 9/11. But what that brings up for me emotionally when I see the gouged out White House, and this is the White House right now every day. This is the White House they live in. This is the White House they chose. Like I don't understand why this isn't the cover of every magazine. I can't find a picture. The White House with an entire missing wing is what they serve from every day by choice. And again, as a reminder, like people in the surrounding neighborhood can't even like paint their house a color that isn't within guideline. Like I'm playing this out. Me too. Oh my god. It's every time I revisit this record, I'm like, oh. The devil's mark. Now it's all hollow. The moon is full. Wait, I'm not even sure I'm on the right side that I'm... Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'll let you know in a future episode what we're listening to, but... But no, they're aerial shots. I mean, these need to be the cover of everything. Oh, I can put together a zine in minutes, and I will. Okay. No, national security. I'm saving this article because I would like to know more. Please explain that. Also, the Associated Press. Trump sues BBC for defamation, asking for $10 billion in damages over January 6th edit speech. Apparently, a month ago, they apologized, which... What? What the fuck? Okay. But I guess this is the new thing now. Oh. Okay, no. Okay, this is just a guess here. The end game is all... Oh, well, Trump has a speech on Wednesday. You must air it in its entirety. Skipping it is not an option. But no, well, the BBC is not a U.S. company, but they kind of are, like BBC America and all that. Like, they have significant... Yeah. Look, I don't know why they apologized over the edit of his speech. The speech took place before some of Trump's supporters, we're talking about January 6th, stormed the U.S. Capitol as Congress was poised to certify President-elect Joe Biden's victory in the 2020 election that Trump falsely, we're still saying falsely, was stolen from him. What's the latest? Wait, no, okay. What the fuck? Me when I'm just trying to read one article, but why is Comar Brigo Garcia? No, again, that's fine. Holy shit, okay. Okay, I'm... Oh. Yeah, okay. No, okay.
There's a huge error in at least the Yahoo comments. Not Yahoo comments. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, it comes about splicing together different parts of a speech and specifically without leaving. And I really wish the original article, which has now been edited badly, or I don't know what this. Am I drunk? Yeah, no, am I drunk? Yes. Um, Holy shit! This is like, oh my god! Like, okay, Yahoo News is broken. I am reporting Yahoo News is broken. Like, I don't know how this construction. Okay, motherfucker. What? Anyway, they're saying it's. Oh. Okay, this is also according to. Oh my god. Okay. Australian police say the suspect gunman in the Sydney mass shooting has been charged with 59 offenses, including 15 counts of murder. Um, the BBC has apologized to Thursday. Okay, well, this is November 13th, so a month ago. Um, over a misleading edit of his speech on January 6, 2021, but said it had not defamed him, rejecting the basis for his $1 billion lawsuit threat. It's now $10 billion. BBC said Chair Samir Shah sent a personal letter to the White House saying that he and the corporation were sorry for the edits of the speech. I'm sorry, the main focus is in between Fight Like Hell or whatever. No, and this is the clip I saw and have parroted over and over. He said, you've got to protest peacefully, and they edited that out, and that's the basis of all of it. Holy shit. This episode, me defending, this episode is called Secretly MAGA. Which I am absolutely not. But given who accuses me of it, I will accept that every single time. But no, I think, well, the BBC still hasn't learned. um, Yeah, apologizing signals weakness. That just makes them smell blood. That's not. That's not going to appease them. Apologizing will never appease them. Yeah, it just makes their teeth and claws come out. I am tired. This is the Blasters with Border Radio, followed by Gun Club with Sex Beat. I don't feel like I'm. Yeah, no, I have diminishing. We're not playing Fears, New York's Alright with it if you like saxophones, because it's not Saturday.
So, I mean, this kind of just a backdoor way to sue the publicly funded broadcaster, the British government. Like, they're just extract money, extract money, extract money. The publicly funded broadcaster said that there are no plans to rebroadcast the documentary, which had spliced together parts of his speech that came almost an hour apart. We accept that our edit Actually, let's just even talk about all of this. Let's unpack all of this. White supremacy versus white supremacy. How the BBC, big black, what? I'm sorry. British Broadcasting Company. I'm sorry, I was thinking of something else. We accept how our edit unintentionally created the impression that we were showing a single continuous section of the speech rather than excerpts from different points. So first of all, this particular legal avenue of pursuit, you're not allowed to edit a speech, is the weirdest legal pursuit, but I know. I mean, ABC caved to it first, right? Yeah, no, let's talk about this. How will this extend to me if I don't watch a person's entire speech, if I only respond to the first, oh, well, you didn't respond to the entire speech, lawsuit. There are so many ways, but also are broadcasters now required to post the entire speech? Because otherwise, yeah, the first time ABC caved to this set the most dangerous precedent. So fuck ABC, fuck Disney, fuck Kimmel, fuck, no, not fuck Kimmel, he didn't do anything, but fuck them if they're like, oh no, all the subscriptions should be back up because Kimmel we did the right thing after we were forced to. If a okay, I'm sorry. This is the precedent they're trying to set in the United States. Well, they have set, and I said they're trying to set. They're setting internationally because they're fighting the BBC. If a politician, you need to post the whole thing. I understand. I'm sorry. The part I might keep leaving, you're leaving out a part in the interim between the sections that got posted. He said protest peacefully, and that is important to note. Free speech means, now me, full circle, anti-capitalist, defending the free speech rights of corporations. Why do they get the same rights or better rights than human beings? That's a valid argument because that's the direction our laws are going. But also, why are corporations but we've gone full circle where an individual is coming after corporations because he doesn't. And then I'm like, oh, am I siding with the corporations? Oof. Am I siding with the... Well, fry 'em all. Iron Maiden. Not the band. No, but for real. This is Blister in the Sun. Oh, good to know because I think my original album copy is scrapped. The end of rank and file with the conductor wore black. This is Blister in the Sun. And it's not scratch, holy shit.
And this gave the mistaken impression that President Trump had made a direct violent call for violent action. The BBC wrote in a retraction. I hope the report I hope my news report tomorrow will be people protesting outside of the BBC. Also, I don't know what the British version of Girl Scouts are, but shout out to everyone who protested that. You know why. And for all y'all British who are like, but you're still there in America, I can renew either of my passports. I have 2 expired passports. But y'all JK rowling fucking country. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. And it sounds like Rosie O'Donnell had a harsh cultural. Yeah, no, I just want to stay where I am. Leaving. I can me every night on the internet. You're like you're not leaving other people alone. I am. Leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. Like that's just. His long white Cadillac. I'm not even a shot. What are you zooming in on? I'm curious. And continue again. Proof that our government is completely unserious. Yeah, Trump suing the BBC. BRB. This is a blaster. How are you doing? Oh, I know how I'm gonna end this episode. Excuse me. Me when sometimes you listen to the album versions. Um. Oh shit. This is Where Did the Party Go by Fall Out Boy. FOB. Boy. Off of Saves Rock and Roll. Every single word of that is true. It is a true story.
Me too. Unemployment rate hits all 4-year high in November, even as economy adds jobs. The U.S. economy added 64,000 jobs in November, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. As the unemployment rate crept up to 4.6%.
I know. This is Just One Yesterday featuring Foxes. Oh, followed by The Mighty Fall featuring Big Sean. We played a whole B-side of an Ariana Grande record. Big Sean featured in one of her. Yeah. How are you doing, Karma? Are you still mad at me because I hung out with Luna? She's contemplating a jump from there. Jump from there to here? How are you going to do it, Karma? Come here. Are you going to go around or come here? Featuring Foxes. That was Just One Yesterday, which is probably the most on the nose titled is The Mighty Fall featuring Big Sean. Just one yesterday featuring Foxes.
Um, the unemployment rate hits the highest level since September 2021, but gas prices reached their lowest in 3 states, under $2, Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado. I don't make the news, I just report it. Also, fuck all the EVs. Ford F-150, bye-bye. Lightning, bye-bye. And also, the cool down is determined to to gaslight Emily into convincing that there is anti-EV sentiment, not anti-Tesla sentiment, and conflate the two like they're the same thing. Oh my God, Karma, that was a mighty fall. I love ya, but that was wow. That epic time you tried to climb.
I kind of feel like this is the end of the episode. Cat in my lap. Where did she come from? She came from Burien. She's such a cutie booper. Right? Okay. No, you cannot. No one asked you. No one talked to you. No one asked you. Yeah, we haven't played any Christmas, specifically Christmas songs tonight. This is Joey Ramone. with a cover of the Ramones, Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. Off of Yeah No. This is a 35. Me too. Sorry, Kanji.
Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight with you. Where is Santa? He's lying. And tell me why is it always this way? Where is Rudolph? Where is Blitzen, baby? Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All the children are told their sugar plum berries dancing in the snow is falling, swirling, falling. Merry Christmas.
Each other's heart.
Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. Merry Christmas. I don't want to all the children are told their place. Sugar plum berries dancing in the snow is falling, falling, falling.
Oh, I know how many. When I forgot how I was ending this episode. We're gonna find out. Jared Jones with the Dap Tones. You can filter at any time. You're still, yeah. Oh shit! Oh, me too. Wow. I was like, oh, I did it. I just spilled the wine. I did not. This is Major Entertainer with Magic Shadows, Hurt Hawks with God of the Gut. Karma doesn't like that at all. Okay. And I was like, this is Major Entertainer with Magic. Wait, was that the whole song? That was the whole song. Is God of the Gut by Hurt Hawks.
Holy shit. I think that was fuck. I'm sorry. I think that was fuck forever with shit, shoot buzz, and this is punch with a nail. So let's find out, because where's the close out blood for Jesus? I love compilation records. This is Sweatband Records presents Neon Corpse Parade Volume 1, 19 tracks viewed forth during COVID-19. Is there a Volume 2? Let's find out. Or no, well. Neon Corpse Parade Volume 2. Oh, well, this album is sold out on vinyl. In fact, everything on, okay. Everything on, okay. A band called Egg Drop Soup. I know. Anyway, oh, are they on this record? Killer Jiggle. Oh, yes, they are. This should be, oh, Cancer, yeah, that was Punch with the nail. It was Cancer Christ with the blood of Jesus.
This is Big Papa by Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, me too. When I'm like, I just need to go to bed. Stop playing records. Go to bed. Stop making Aziz Ansari like references. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. That was the worst impression ever. If you got it, you recognized it, you get it. That's the end of Juicy. This is Biggie. Sorry, with Big Papa. Are we actually doing it? We're actually gonna play Juicy?
Fuck all you hoes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rap tight. Time to get
Never thought hip hop would take it this far. Remember, we're a decade and a half in, and they're still insisting that's not music. They are still insisting that's not music, which, well, I have 1,000 vinyl that says different. The Brooklyn Way, Moe and Alizé. What are you talking about? I mean, dependence use disorder. What are we talking about? What? Who's that kid? That model is cute as feels almost like CGI, but that kid has their own Funko Pop. Like what are we talking about? Just like Spencer Elgin. How come I know his name but not the kid on the cover of the Biggie album? I'll give you 50 inches. No, but for real, 50 inch screen. That was huge. That's a starting point. My screen, I think, is a 42 inch. I'll give you 40 inches. But yeah. But that's ghetto as fuck. Like that's a small screen. We all, post-pandemic, we all have a theater on our wall. this one I just feel like I just keep avoiding, but yeah. CBS News, platforming, editor-in-chief Barry Weiss. Yeah, no, that's the story. I will not ever, whether she, Barry Weiss is editor-in-chief of, that's the story, but Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. What are we talking about? House GOP will not allow amendment vote to extend Obamacare. Yeah, no. Well, that's it. Yeah, no. Your health insurance is going up. Like, I don't know what. Um, flu season in the U.S. heating up, driven by a new subclade K variant. We talked about a K-shaped economy, and a K-shaped economy just means the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's just like I don't know what K, like why they're using specifically K, but yeah, no. Um, Liam Neeson claims to be not anti-vax. Um, Mighty Boztones guy, who was also an announcer for Jimmy Kimmel. We had okay, and we're not playing any Mighty Boztones tonight. But I will close out with something from the Clueless soundtrack. Oh, the Muffs. The Kids in America. No, wait. I'm actually lying. This is Rolling with My Homies by Coolio, followed by Velocity Girl with my forgotten favorite. Velocity Girl, shout out to We Could Do This. Me. Good night. So fuck it. Here's the Muffs. Yeah, no, we're doing all this, but no boss tones. The Muffs with Kids in America. But not it. Yeah, flu season in the U.S. is heating up as a K variant subclade.
according to Variety, and this is actually not newer. Liam Neeson denies being anti-vax despite narrating an anti-vax documentary. Like, did you not understand what you were reading? Like, I'm having a hard time supporting Liam Neeson and all this. And also, people are saying, well, also fuck that guy since 2021 or whatever. And he's like looking for black guys to beat up. Fuck Liam Neeson. And also, I hope that, I believe that Naked Gun flopped. All mad respect to Pam Anderson, but that's the shitty thing about Hollywood is you're awesome, but you had to act with someone who sucks. Paul Stewart directed the new movie starring Amanda Seyfried, who I'd love to promote, which I would love to promote. But fuck Sydney Sweeney, I hope it tanks. Fuck Sydney Sweeney, I hope it tanks. That was a mock.
This is Cracker with Fake Some Action. Followed by Counting Crows with the Ghost in You. Oh my god, luscious fucking jacket. Also, fuck Stacey Dash. And
Yeah, if I were gonna start crying again, it would be for Brittany Murphy. Oh, what's a celebrity death that like affected? Yeah, Brittany Murphy. That took me out because it took me so by surprise. Ooh, Cracker with Shake Some Action. Oh, well, we're not playing him tonight, but again, Mighty Boss Tones. Okay, Frontman Dickie Bartnett. Okay, let me make sure I'm not getting the right people wrong. Oh, yeah, no, Dickie Bartnett, according to Phoenix Sun-Times, New Times, Barnett reveals that the major reason for the breakup was because he supported U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. and his anti-vax discrimination platform. Bartlett even produced a video for RC Jr. to promote an anti-vax rally leading up to his 2024 presidential campaign. In 2022, Bartlett also parted ways with Jimmy Kimmel Live after 18 years as the late night show's announcer. He had been, the guy from Mighty Bottos was the announcer for Jimmy Kimmel for 18 years because he refused to get a COVID vaccine. Well, okay, am I still live even? Preparing live stream tells me I might be.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, well, we're closing out, and Karma, you're cute, but yeah, we'll see. It is not the Mighty Mighty Boz tones, but if I, Me too. Sorry, Kamzi. This is not the Mighty Mighty Boz tones. Yes. This is Rolling with My Homies. Coolio with Rolling with My All I know is we'll play a lot from the Clueless soundtrack, but nothing by Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Fuck that shit. And no one's looking for a reunion that you're involved in. the Bosstones ended, Barrett formed a new punk rock band called The Defiant. The supergroup also features Greg Camp of Smash Mouth. Okay, like literally, fuck all y'all. Drummer Pete Parada of The Offspring, guitar Joey LaRocca of The Briggs, and bassist Johnny LaRue of The Street Dogs. Yeah, that's not quite a supergroup. I mean, that's supergroup feels like a stretch. Thanks for watching. Boop.